Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. So I'm going to be making a skirt in today's video. So I have this fabric that I got on the island recently, and I recently made a top. I'm going to attach a picture of the top. So if you guys would like me to make a tutorial on how I made the top, please let me know, and I'm happy and willing to do that. So I want to make a skirt for the top. The top is really hot. I think I really like it. So I want to make a flirty, playful short skirt to go with the top. So the skirt it's like a trumpet skirt. So it's gonna have flare, like a flared bottom, and it's gonna have another flare running from the band to the side. Because I don't have brown paper here, and I don't want to waste the fabric. I want to try to get as much from the fabric as I can. I really like the fabric, the colors, it's very vibrant. So, and I want like a wrap skirt effect, but without the wrap skirt. That's why I'm doing it this way. So let's see how it goes. I hope it comes out as well in real life as it does in my imagination right now. So let's see. So for this skirt, it's a very simple skirt, and we need like just 3 measurements. We need the waist. I don't know if you guys can. Oh, it's showing the other way around. Okay, no, this is silly. So we need like the waist measurement, hips measurement, and the length. Those are the 3 measurements, just 3 measurements that we'll be using. So get your tape measure, take your measurements, and let's get started. So for this skirt, I'm using this woven fabric. This is my lining, my zipper, the matching thread, chalk to to draft on the fabric, my measuring tape, the measurements that I need, the waist, the hips, and the length, a scissors. So I put this here because the scissors tends to hurt my hands, and this helps. This cutting, like this fabric here, helps. And my pin. So to start, I'm going to go ahead and fold my fabric. So now it's on the fold, right sides together. So this is the right side, and right sides together I'm going to fold. So I'm going to use the widest part of my body, the measurement of the widest part of my body. I'm going to use that as a guideline when folding. So the widest part of my body is my hips, and it measures 36. So you divide 36 by 4 because you're cutting on the fold. So this is for the front, and then you cut separately for the back. So it's like you're cutting a quarter since it's on the fold. That's why we're dividing it by 4. So 36 divided by 4 is 9. And I'm going to add my 1-inch sewing allowance. So I'm going to be folding this to make sure I have at least 10 inches on both sides, like 10 inches folded. So I folded it and I've placed it on the table. You can use whatever surface is convenient for you. I have a little over 10 inches, and that's perfect. That's okay for me because I want to have the freedom to increase my allowance as I feel like. So I'm going to go ahead now and mark out my measurement. Okay, so I'm going to start from the waist. I'm going to take my waist measurement. I'm going to take it from the fold. My waist measurement is 26 divided by 4. That's 6.5. 6.5 plus 1 inch for the dot and 1 inch for the sewing allowance. So that's 8.5 inches. So I'm going to go here and mark 8.5 inches. 6 inches down for my hip measurement. I'm using this to hold the fabric in place so it doesn't slip off the table. So I'm going to measure, my hip measurement is 9 plus the 1 inch extra allowance, that's 10. So I have just about enough here. So that's 10 inches. Here I have 8.5 inches. And then the skirt length I want is 17. But remember, we're gonna have like the lower bit flared, so it's going to I want that to be 4 inches, so that's 13. 17 minus 4 is 13. Then I'm going to add 1 inch sewing allowance, so that's 14. So I'll go down here and mark 14 inches. So 14 inches, mark it straight, then I will connect. So because I want the skirt to be tight, on my hip here I took 10. I'm going to reduce this by another 1 inch, so 8 plus 1 inch sewing allowance, that's 9. So we have 9 here, 9 inches. We have 10 inches at the hips and 8.5 up here. So because the body isn't it isn't straight lines and edges, it's like curved. So we're just gonna connect this to the. I'm gonna connect this here, and I'm going to connect this to the 9 inch down here. So next, I'm just gonna take in like 1/2 inch here. I've noticed that taking this in prevents the skirt from like bulging in front. I don't know, but it works for me. So I'm gonna take this, like just curve it slightly, like just curve like 1/2 inch in here. So this helps get rid of the curve, of the bulge rather, the bulge that most times in the pencil skirt, you just tend to see that bulge in front. So after this, I'm gonna cut out and then show you guys. So I went ahead and placed the front pattern on the back pattern to cut out the back piece. So the difference here is I've left about 1 inch or about 3/4 of an inch, but I think I'm gonna increase that to 1 inch. Yeah, so about 1 inch of sewing allowance at the back, because the zipper is gonna be here, so we need allowance for the zipper allowance. And yes, I'm just gonna adjust this to make sure I have up to 1 inch here. So yes, I'm happy with this. So I'll go ahead and cut out the back piece. So when cutting out the back piece though, I'm going to make the top edge straight. It's not going to be curved like the front piece. It's just going to be straight like this. So I'll eliminate the curve that the front piece has and just cut it out straight. The zip. So this is the zip allowance. You don't have to make yours 1 inch. You can do 1/2 inch, but I'm just comfortable with 1 inch. Next, we're going to cut the band for the skirt, and then we're going to cut the twirl. So for the band, I went ahead and cut out 28 inches by 2.5 inches. My waist is 26 inches, but for the sake of the zipper, like the allowance for the zipper at the back, I added an extra inch on both sides. So now we have 28 inches by 2.5 inches. So I'm going to go ahead now and cut out the ruffles for the lower part of the skirt. So for the ruffle, I'm going to be using this formula. I've used this formula, circumference equals 2 pi r, to determine the radius that I would be needing to cut out the ruffle. So the circumference is 56 because I want this to go from here all the way down and to come back here. So the circumference is 56, and the pi is a constant, which is 3.142. So 56 equals 2 times 3.142 times r. So when you do this calculation, bringing r to the other side, you get 8.9. I've approximated it to 9 inches. I don't mind some extra because I will just I'll plait it in place and that's going to be fine. I don't mind that for the style. It doesn't have to be exactly the measurement. Then I'm going to, so the width is going to be 56 inches and the length is going to be 5 inches because I actually want the final length to be 4 inches. So the extra 1 inch there is for allowance, sewing and joining allowance. So for the ruffle, I'm going to fold my fabric like this. So I folded it like this, right sides together, and then I'm going to fold it again this way. So fold it over and fold it this way, so you get four layers, 2 folds, 4 layers. Yes. So if you remember, my radius is 9 inches and the length of my ruffle is 5 inches. So I'm going to add 9 plus 5, that will give me 14. So I folded it in such a way that I have just a little over 14 inches here, and I'm fine with that. I really want to get the most out of this material, so I'm going to go ahead and, I don't want this to break, and mark out 14 and 9 all around. So 14 is the length, 9 is where I'm going to be cutting from. So I'll just mark it out at once. So mark it. I'm going to go ahead and cut it. So I went ahead and cut out my lining for both the front and the back piece. I also ironed this in place, so I cut out 2.5 inch, but I've ironed 1 inch down. I've ironed it 1 inch down, so I will show you how I'm going to join this to my skirt piece. Ideally, I should have an ester in here to make it firmer, but I don't have that. I've been unable to get it on the island, and you know, with the lockdown and stuff, I can't go anywhere, and I really want to make this skirt. So the fabric should be firm enough to hold in place though, so just taking a risk. And this is my ruffle piece that I cut off. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead to the sewing phase now.